What's the most unexpected compliment you've ever received? A dental hygienist once told me that I looked like Daniel Craig. This was 15 years ago, but I will never forget it. A customer once called me a helpful smartass. She meant it as a complaint, but in an odd way. I appreciated it. 2023. I 51 am had a really bad 2 years. So bad that getting hit by a car while riding a bike because I couldn't drive wasn't the worst thing to happen. I was at my seasonal job, a costumed character at an amusement park for Halloween. I had a bunch of orange fur bought for a costume, but it was the wrong color, so I made a cute little monster costume to wear during the day. We weren't allowed to be scary until after 6. I was wandering around the park, waving and taking photos with people. The weather was beautiful, the music had a bunch of great songs in a row, and the guests were extra friendly. This young man, a little pudgy and awkward, spotted me. He walked right over, gave me a huge hug, and said, "I love you so much." The sincerity in his voice, the genuine smile on his face, this guy meant it. All the emotions boiled over. I burst into tears. I kept going, and took about 20 photos with guests as tears streamed down my face inside the costume head. That dude made my whole season. Thanks, man. I love you too. A student this year told me that outside of class I was the most chill teacher, but in class I was very strict. She said I was still fair in class, but that they knew it was time to work. It's weird when a kid accidentally tells you are hitting all of the professional goals you'd set for yourself. I was told my shoulders were comfortable to lie on, and also that I had really good-looking legs as a man. A coffee barista once underestimated my age by about 20 years. In 11th grade, my chemistry teacher asked us what landmark was located in Alexandria. I responded by mentioning the lighthouse, but he was looking for a library. He and some of my classmates laughed while he asked me, "Did you say a lighthouse?" Annoyed, I shouted there was a lighthouse at Alexandria. Sorry if I didn't give whatever the smart person's answer was. My teacher gave me a chance to apologize to my class, but I refused to, so I was banished to the adjacent science lab, which was more than okay with me. About 5 minutes later, a girl who I thought hated me came in to fill up her water bottle. She told me, "Your answer was the smart person's answer. It's the fault of those idiots that they didn't know about the lighthouse at Alexandria, so good job. I appreciate you. I really needed that." I was told you aren't the woman everyone first notices when you walk in a room, you're the one they can't forget when they leave. A compliment in general. I rarely get those. A friend pointed out how brave I am for all I went through in the past year, and I was just baffled. It's really nice to know people see you and applaud you for going through hard things. A guy said I work like surgeon when I was on the line at this open kitchen restaurant. It was nice enough but hyperbolic. After the rush, I chatted with him a bit. Turned out he worked as a surgeon. Best compliment ever. Waiting for a table to open up and a lady said I looked like a movie star. I still think about that. I like the shape of your legs. A co-worker told me this a few months ago and I was like, I was once told that I had a great face for radio. I remember being in the dining hall as a freshman in college eating with a few other kids from my dorm, and one of the girls told me my red polo shirt looked nice, and red was definitely my color. Another girl agreed. God damn it if I still remember how that made me feel today. Compliment your bros, people. Someone once told me I had the most stunning eyes they'd ever seen. My eyes are just normal old brown eyes. I don't know if this counts, but I once walked to the grocery store, the last large city I lived in, while wearing baggy sweatpants and an old t-shirt. I was out for 45 minutes or so, and one guy politely flirted with me in the grocery line while 2 others cackled. I had expected no attention, good or bad, in that getup. I reached home and I went, okay, note to self, dress like him, going to lie around all day if I want free drinks at the bar. Years ago, one of my best friends, who is not the affirmation type of guy, said to me, who never got a compliment for his clothes or almost anything else in life, that my Bordeaux-colored shirt suits me very well. Guess who bought mostly reddish tops since then? Or the skibbidiest guy I know. From my friend's grandma. Someone told me I had a unique and captivating way of explaining complex ideas,